Hey everyone, welcome to module number 26, selling t-shirts. Now, I bet that some of you actually skipped right to this, huh? I mean, it's because there's a ton of buzz. There's huge buzz when it comes to selling t-shirts on Facebook. People are wondering, is it a fad? Is it a trend? Will it be gone tomorrow or will it last for years? Well, for starters, let's talk about why it works so well. If you have ever heard me speak or train before, you have likely heard me talk about bridge marketing. Well, custom t-shirts are the ultimate bridge marketing because you can take your product and take your audience and create a custom bridge, which in this case is the design on the t-shirt. For example, let's say your audience was a fan page about The Walking Dead, which for those of you that don't know is a TV show. It can be quite hard to bridge your business opportunity. Right? Think about it. How are you going to get people that are Walking Dead fans to sign up for your business? Or it's hard to bridge your affiliate products. Maybe you have something you want to sell, like this, like Dark Post Profits. Why does a fan of The Walking Dead want to buy this? Okay, but what about customizing a t-shirt for them? Now we are talking. You see, almost no matter what audience you think of, they all wear t-shirts. It's something they all have in common. And people love unique t-shirt ideas because it's hard to be original these days, right? Okay, let's take this a step further. Let's say that you did not have a fan page at all, but you still had a t-shirt idea for fans of The Walking Dead. You know, maybe you're a fan of the show yourself and you're like, man, I know people would love this shirt. Well, you could advertise that shirt to them in a dark post. Now we're talking, now we're getting somewhere. You could simply choose the interest, The Walking Dead, like fans of The Walking Dead, people that like The Walking Dead. You choose this interest when you place your Facebook ads. Or you could grab a custom audience of the most engaged fans on the Walking Dead page, and you can advertise only to them. My point is that if you could do this for a TV show, then you could do this for any TV show. You could do this for any sports team, any profession, any charitable cause, and anything you want, right? That's how powerful this is. Let's start by looking at several very successful custom t-shirt campaigns. Now, some of you are advanced and you're already doing t-shirts. Most of you, 99% of you, are not. You got this course, you're excited, you want to learn about selling t-shirts, but you haven't started yet, right? So, for those of you that are not yet selling t-shirts, let's dive into some examples and let's talk about them. All right, I'm going to do 4 per page, maybe 4 or 5 pages here. We're going to go through it. So, as you can see, I'll go left to right. The one on the left says, trust me, I'm a welder. Okay, trust me, I'm a welder. In that case, that person is targeting people who are welders and giving them a shirt that they can be proud of with some cool designs on it, right? Pretty cool idea. And guess what? 709 shirts sold. Now, when you see a t-shirt, it's usually $10 profit. So that gives you an example there, right? That's how powerful this can be. How would you like to make $7,000 on a single t-shirt? Just awesome. All right, the t-shirt to the right. It's a Michelle thing. You wouldn't understand. This person is targeting people named Michelle, probably on Facebook. 681 t-shirts sold. Now, if that's a sweatshirt, they might be selling it for $20 profit. So now that person might be making somewhere like $10,000 to $12,000 off of something like that. Think about how powerful it is. A simple design like that. Okay, sorry, I skipped ahead there. Let me go back. Number 3, my husband plays with fire trucks. My husband plays with fire trucks, right? So that's probably tailored to women who have husbands who are firemen, right? So using the graph search, you can basically you can get a lot of cool creative stuff, and that person can be very, very targeted. Now think about it. If you're the wife of a fireman and you see this, you're like, that's pretty awesome. Okay, 588 sold there. How about this shirt on the right there? Made in 1964 and aged to perfection. That's targeting people who were born in the year 1964. So look at that, 464 sold. So clearly, these shirts are selling, and most all these shirts are selling on Facebook. Now, real quick, before I keep going, I'm going to give you a disclaimer. Facebook does have limitations. Like, if you upload a custom audience, let's talk about the second shirt. It's a Michelle thing. If you upload a custom audience where all the first names are Michelle, if you upload that kind of a custom audience, Facebook will usually reject that custom audience because they don't like it. So you have to be very creative. Now, I'm not telling you to bend the rules. I'm not trying to give you ideas. I'm not trying to do this and that. Look, I don't know what would work. I don't know if it would work if you had, all your Michelle audience, all your Michelles in one audience, and then you merged it together with an audience that had a whole bunch of different names in it. and then let's say all your Michelles were women and you merged it in with an audience that was all men, all the other random names. So let's say you had 10,000 Michelles and there was 100, and you had another audience of 100,000. So you had a 110,000 person combined audience. Well, in that case, if all the other ones were men and all the Michelles were women, what would happen if you ran that ad to women only? It would only run it to the Michelles, right? That's what people are doing. That's how people are targeting that kind of stuff. Right now, I'm not encouraging you to do that. Here's why. Because if Facebook doesn't want you to advertise to custom audiences with people named all one name, then they probably don't want you to do those workarounds. But there's the other argument is it's just Facebook's automated system that is that's kicking out those custom audiences. And if it's that automated system, then hey, then a workaround's a workaround. So I'll let you be the judge of what you want to do, but that's how people are targeting names, not just first names, but last names, and making creative shirts. The shirt on the right, made in 1964, is the same story. They're targeting people who are born in a certain year, but Facebook will also reject those types of ads, not ads, but custom audiences usually. Usually they'll reject those custom audiences if you're targeting too many people, or if you're targeting just a year. Sometimes they'll cut that out. So keep in mind, if you're going to model after some of these shirts, Facebook may reject them and you may end up losing whatever ad dollars you've already spent. I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Obviously, people are doing it. That just means you have to be careful with it. All right, let's go to some more examples. From left to right, the one on the left says, cute enough to stop your heart, but skilled enough to restart it. Okay, so obviously, you could tell who they're targeting. Medical professionals, right? And probably women. That's a shirt that women would wear. So probably probably nurses and different people like that, different medical, in the medical field, and selling a shirt that's like got a fun little kind of pithy little phrase there, right? And a cool little design, pinks and whites. So they had a designer make that, and they're selling that to that custom audience. To the right of that, it's a dog shirt. Beware, I am more dangerous. What does that say on the top? Beware, my German Shepherd is not even half as dangerous as I am, right? GSD, German Shepherd dog. So in that case, they're probably targeting owners of German Shepherds. Owners there. Okay, to the right, sit here and drink a beer, right? There's a country western line, a line from a country western song. So they're kind of taking fans of that artist, taking fans of the artist that sings that song, advertising to them and giving them something that they enjoy, something that they resonate with, and giving a cool, calm, little environment there. And they might even be running a hybrid audience to that, where they're targeting people who like that artist and also maybe who like different beer and stuff like that. Now, as a disclaimer, if you're ever targeting any kind of alcohol, you should probably target people 21 and over in your ads. Okay, and this shirt, that's what I would do. I wouldn't target anything under 21. Okay, and the one on the right, I am the Avon lady. Well, that's targeting the network marketing industry. Probably people who like the Avon fan page, or people who say that they're in Avon, and then targeting women. So segmenting down, targeting those people. And look, these shirts are all selling. Let's do 4 more. On the left is a popular TV show. Okay, so they're targeting a TV show audience. Frank Underwood there. It's kind of like the whole Obama thing, Underwood 2016, doing great with that. Next to that, another name shirt. Keep calm and let Kyle handle it. So they're targeting people named Kyle and having some fun with that one. To the right of that, I teach. What's your superpower? That's obviously targeting teachers, black sweatshirt. And now that black sweatshirt is probably making $20 profit. And on top of that, black and white probably can target men and women with something like that. And then on the right, you have loyalty. And that's obviously targeting Texas there. And that's targeting a state and really just trying to drive people home in that state. And probably, I'm guessing, targeting Dallas Cowboys fans in Texas just because of the colors, okay? They might have a few other areas they're targeting. Again, I don't know. I can't see their ads, but I can see the shirts. All right, let's keep going. On the left, this girl loves Eddie Vedder, right? So now they're targeting music, they're targeting women, and they're targeting fans of that musician. So again, it's working, right? These are ideas. To the right of that, Jerry makes me drink. There you go. Dallas Cowboys, probably the same person, and Jerry makes me drink. What's the concept behind that? Well, a team that loses is known for a bunch of fans that end up drinking more because it's painful, right? It's the drama that they have to go through. So it's kind of like they're kind of proud of the fact that they love their team so much that they're willing to put up with the losses. That's the whole concept there. And the other concept is, you notice they're not copying. There's no copyright logo in there or anything like that. That could be any Jerry. So that's kind of why they're getting creative there. To the right of that, keep calm and follow Daryl with a crossbow. That's for fans of The Walking Dead. And you can see there's, a lot of these shirts are really staying away from trademark infringement very well. Okay. To the right of that, sex, weights, and protein shakes. They're targeting fitness people, just having some fun with it. Probably targeting guys. Okay. Obviously. So there's just tons of cool ideas. All right, let's keep going. To the left, I teach fourth grade. What's your superpower? Clearly, this is targeting people who teach fourth grade. To the right of that, limited edition. This team makes me drink. That's Chicago Cubs. But notice they did a knockoff logo. That's not the Chicago Cubs logo. It's just the colors. And this team makes me drink. It's the same thing because they're not winning. And when they're not winning, the fans are drinking, so they can relate to something like that. To the right of that, I'm a rack man, right? There's just a funny phrase because rack could have a double meaning there, but obviously the rack on top there shows they're targeting hunters, okay? And that's a great little concept there, a little bit of a camouflage design. And to the right of that, I love someone with autism, limited edition autism tee. It's as the time of this, it's Autism Awareness Month, stuff like that. So you can go to charitable causes. When you do that, you could even give a percentage to charity. So these are examples, right? They're targeting people. You probably have autism as some of the keywords. All right, let's keep going. Sports. Let's get into sports, okay? On the left there, I wanted to show you two versions of Niners, and on the right, I wanted to show you two versions of Giants. So on the left, you got something like, this nurse loves the Niners. This nurse loves the Niners, right? In that case, they're not just targeting women. They're targeting women who are nurses, who are Niners fans. So they're targeting a super hybrid audience. People who like the Niners, who are also women, who are also nurses. And they're really drawing them in with that. To the right of that, this girl loves her Niners. They're targeting Niners fans who are women, okay? Different audiences. To the right of that, this girl loves her Giants. It's another version of that. And on the other side, this girl loves her Giants, and just another version. I'm just showing you the different ways that it can work, different colors. You'll notice they're all using real flat colors, usually just two colors, and they're targeting women, and they're at least segmenting like that, working really well. All right, let's look at four more examples. On the left, you have the Sharks. So you see right there on the left, you have a really cool Superman style. So it's like super sharks, right? And they've got the shark swimming out of the Superman logo with a hockey stick. Very, very creative, very well done. Super sharks, right? To the right of that, you got another example of a shark with a hockey stick. Notice, neither of these is the San Jose Sharks actual logo. And when a team is doing well, like the Sharks are actually doing well, these shirts tend to sell even better. And they tend to rerun them over and over again. So while you might see 147 sold, 175 sold, no, don't get me wrong. These shirts are being run over and over and over again. They're probably selling thousands, okay? So they're paying once for a really amazing design and then running it over and over and over and over again. And to the right there is examples of this nurse loves the Packers, which is an example of how to scale out to almost every team. And then on the right there, this teacher loves the Packers. So you see, this nurse loves the Packers, this teacher loves the Packers. So they're targeting different professions that love sports teams. So now you're starting to segment really deep, and you're starting to get the core of the core of the core. So when it comes to selling t-shirts, as you can see, it really comes down to creativity. It comes down to creativity, getting creative, and a decent design, and a loyal, raving audience. That's really what you need, right? Let's go through it again, okay? It comes down to creativity with a decent design and a loyal, raving audience. So what are some basic tips that I can give you to help you sell a ton of shirts, okay? And I've sold a ton of shirts. So I've got a good, obviously you've seen the testimonials, you've seen the screenshots, you've seen stuff, but I don't need to dive into it. You're obviously here listening to this because you know I've sold a ton of shirts, and I've networked with people who have sold a ton of shirts. I'm having conversations with people that have made over $1 million just selling t-shirts, okay? It's happening. So tip number one, hire an outsourcer to design several shirts for you to sell. Hire an outsourcer to do it. And not only design one, but to design several. So where do you go? I go to www.odesk.com and I hire my outsourcers there. But I'm also experimenting with Fiverr. Fiverr.com is another great place to get outsourcers. What I do is I go find people that design logos, and then I'll usually give them an example. What I'll do is I'll find a popular shirt, whatever, and I'll say, can you make me a very unique version of this? It's got to be completely different. And I usually go for just one color or two colors, and that's it. Usually 2 color max. And they got to be flat colors. No fading colors, nothing like that. 2 colors max, because the more colors you have, the more that eats into your profit. All right? So there you go. So tip number one is to go hire an outsourcer to do your designs. Tip number 2, and this one's pretty original. First, run a $20 page post engagement ad just for feedback on the 3 designs. You don't even, this $20, I just throw this out there. I'm not even selling shirts yet. So here's what happens. I have an outsourcer who designs me 3 designs. So let's say I want to do a San Jose Sharks shirt. I have the designer give me 3 different variations, and then I'll spend $20. I'll run a page post engagement ad to fans of the San Jose Sharks, just a general ad, not even a targeted audience, just fans. And I'll ask them. I'll say, hey, which one do you like best? Tell me, number 1, 2, or 3. And I'll just throw that $20 away. That's $20 down the drain. But what I'm getting is data, right? I'm finding out which one they like the best. Okay, so that's a very valuable tip. You don't even have to have a fan page, and you can do this for anything. Tip number 3, run a $20 clicks to website ad for the most popular shirt design. So what I'll do then is I'll take the most popular one, whatever one that audience tells me, and I'll spend another $20 doing a clicks to website ad to run it. So I usually just start right there. So it's so simple. It's so easy. For that $20, what I'm hoping to see if I can sell one shirt. Let's say it's a hoodie. I'm making $20 profit on a hoodie. So if I spend $20 and sell one, I'm breaking even. Let's say it's a t-shirt. I'm making $10 profit. So if I spend 20 to make 10, I'm losing $10. But if you looked at my cutting losses in my scaling post, if you went through my other modules, okay, if you didn't just skip straight here, if you went through my other modules, I explain why I do this. There's strategery, right? If you want to bring that word out of the woodworks there. There's strategery in this, okay? I'm willing to lose money on this. I'm willing to lose that first 20 to find out which shirt's the best. I'm willing to learn this I'm willing to lose this 20 finding out, just will I sell? Now, if I spend 20 and I don't sell a single shirt, does that mean I won't try it? No, I might still try it. But if I sell just one shirt, that's all it takes. If I spend 20 and I sell just one shirt, then I know I can scale this up. Tip number 4, scale out your ads. Go watch my scaling module if you haven't. Scale out your ads by segments, men, women, age, state, etc. Now again, go watch my scaling. I teach about don't scale up, scale out, or you could lose your shirt really quickly. So go watch that module. That's my tip. You want to scale out as soon as you find one that works. Tip number 5, keep your ad campaigns low. Keep them at low daily ad spends of $20 a day. I usually don't even go over $20 a day unless if it's a trending event, or unless, like there might be a situation where something comes on the news that really draws a lot of attention to something. I might really quickly just throw money at it knowing I got to get this out there quick. But in most cases, I'd rather start new campaigns at $20 a day. Okay, I teach how to scale. You could always scale out. Okay, so tip number 6, stay away from using the actual sports team's copyright logos. There's no reason to use them. Just stay away from it. If you're going to do sports, or if you're going to do whatever, stay away from sports logos. Just don't do it. Don't have it in there. I mean, I'd even probably stay away from the names. Like you'll notice, like instead of saying the 49ers on a shirt, say the Niners. Okay? Instead of saying the SF Giants, say the Giants. Right? So just be a little bit. Just try to be unique and original. Last thing you want is for the t-shirt company to take down your shirt after you've just spent like $1,000 in ads. If they take down your shirt because they got contacted about it, you're going to lose $1,000. So just stay away from it. It's just not worth it. Tip number 7, be careful about using celebrity images on your t-shirt designs. Be careful about this. That doesn't mean don't do it. Just be careful, because again, there's no reason to get your stuff taken down after you're spending money. So if you're using celebrity images, how much can you change it up so that it's really a non-issue? Tip number 8, some campaigns flop. Get over it. Okay? It's going to happen. I have a lot of losers, but the winners, just dominate over the losers. Like, you might have 10 losing campaigns and one winning campaign, and that campaign just crushes it. And so you're like, I don't even notice those losers anymore. Some campaigns flop. Just get over it. Tip number 9, watch your return on investment daily. Pause the losers and scale the winners. Pause the losers, scale the winner. Remember, it's a money flipping game. That's all you got to do. Tip number 10, start with simpler goals, like getting a shirt campaign to tip. If you use a company like Teespring, obviously, and you can go to internetmarketingbar.com/Teespring if you want more information on that. TEESPRING. internetmarketingbar.com/Teespring. Getting a campaign to tip means, you set a campaign goal of selling 20 shirts. So you sell 20 shirts. Your campaign tipped. Now now everything after that, you're going to get paid. If you set a goal of 20 and it only sells 19, you're not going to get paid on that. That's called tipping a campaign. Start with a simple goal like tipping a campaign. Set a goal of 10 shirts or 20 shirts. Get there first. Don't worry about making tens of thousands of dollars. Don't worry about trying to be the biggest, t-shirt salesman this side of the Mississippi, right? Just get a campaign to tip. Start simple. All right. Once you figure out the t-shirt game, sky is the limit. Like I said, there are affiliates that have made over $1 million in profit just from selling t-shirts with dark post ads. My advice is to simply get out there and give it a shot, because nothing risked means that you're going to get nothing gained. Okay, you got to get out there, you got to take the risk. So, in summary, okay, there's other videos you can watch about t-shirts. I'm doing blog posts about it, and our mastermind group is where we're really diving into it. So this summary was really just to give you the overview of it and really help you get some understanding behind it. Look, my advice is this. Let's say that you joined this course because you want to recruit people for your network marketing business. My advice is to sell t-shirts as well. Let's say that you jumped in here because you're a real estate agent and you want to find more buyers and sellers. My advice is to sell t-shirts as well. Right? Why? Because selling t-shirts is great bridge marketing, and it gives you a lot of experience in placing ads, and it can be profitable and it can be fun. So you don't need to go spend too much money. Just sell t-shirts. Add this as one of your strategies. It's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. So in the next module number 27, I'm going to talk about affiliate products. I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're enjoying this course, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video module.